A good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Thomas. This is To Know Just a Human, and welcome to the Barbarian Invasion Rebel campaign. Yes, you may have seen that I am very much nearing the end of my Rome and Medieval 2 campaigns. Indeed, I've actually finished recording the Rome one, so naturally I want to get onto this one. And this one's all very different, actually. It's a little bit intriguing, because we have all of these horde factions, or an awful lot of these are horde factions anyway. We have the Huns, the Goths, the Ostrogoths, the Sarmatians, the Vandals, the Franks, and all of those can turn into those hordes. And the hordes are just going to cause absolute chaos, because obviously if we try and kill a faction, they'll just turn into another horde. They'll sack the cities or they'll settle somewhere else. So it's going to add a whole new dimension to it. Sometimes you actually end up getting the city when they sack them. Other times the hordes are going to come and take off what we've got. I don't know how this is going to go, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even know if we're going to have any decent troops. But you know what? It's going to be a bit of a fun exploration. So let's head in there. Let's see what the game has for us this time. Because I think this one is going to be a little bit more anarchic and just a little bit more mad than the previous ones. Let's head in. Okay then, right, powerful faith, paganism rules the world. Okay, don't really know how it's going to work with us. I'm going to assume that we are pagan. The Vandals are in flight, and as are the Huns. Okay, straight away. Wow, we really don't have many regions, do we? Okay, yes, 10, 12-ish, 13 it is. Interesting. Yeah, that's a lot less than last time. 30 for Rome and possibly more like 50 on Medieval 2. It might have been a lot less than that. Certainly felt like it anyway. Okay, so we have some terrible, completely undeveloped little towns and villages. It says large town, but honestly 2,000 is not a lot. Plus we have the hordes of... Yes, Campus Sarmatai here is probably not going to be doing too well. Actually, I did say this in the intro just a moment ago. Obviously, when they sack it, it's just going to revamp a new rebel army. So, hopefully they'll just ignore those guys. And if they kill us, we'll probably get more troops when they sack it. So, I'm not really going to bother building anything there. I'll just put a very high tax rate for now, because it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we're going to factor in all of these hordes into this, because we can use it to our advantage, of course. It probably feels a little bit cheaty when obviously this will flip to us with a whole new army in it after they attack. But actually, in a way, it's a two-sided coin, isn't it? Because we're also going to have the problem where they're going to come and take some of our lands when we get a little bit more settled. And obviously, if we try and kill off factions, we have the slight issue that, well, if we don't kill all the founding members, they'll just hoard and they'll take back all of their land from us. So, aggressive strategy. I was thinking over here, because, yes, from the little poke around I had about a month ago when I first started pondering this, I noticed that we do have a few units over here. I want to build some peasants just because we want something. The Saxons do come for it. But I think we probably want to take these troops here with some mercenaries straight towards the Roman town over here. I think straight in would be a good plan. Where is it? Yes, Colonia Agrippa there. Agrippina even. How far can we get? Some of the hunters can't make it. I think we need to go there all in one go, to be honest. So I'm going to leave those guys on the bridge in case they will get attacked. I think that might be a sensible starting point. Before we get on to that, oh yeah, 4 family members. This is a little bit random. We actually do have a family tree. I'm pretty sure that it doesn't matter if they all die. Obviously, one of the rebels. But it's interesting that on this, there is a family tree, because obviously this is still Rome Total War in terms of its engine. It's almost the exact same game, just with some added extra features. Actually, quite a lot of added features. Barbarian Invasion is a marvellous example of trying out new things that actually didn't always get seen in later games. Obviously, the hordes kind of came back with the Mongols and Timurids. But yeah, the family tree, just an interesting little touch. We'll see how that develops as we play on, because honestly, I've only played a couple turns of this when I first had a poke around. We are losing a bit of money. 1,400. It's not great. Where technically is our capital? Where's our faction? Capital city is Campus Barbaricum. Which one even is that? I don't even know. I haven't played Barbarian Invasion in a little while, actually. This one up here, I suspect that's not going to do us very well in terms of corruption. Let's make it this one for all of one turn. Let's just see if that makes a difference, because that was the old trick on the first game. Corruption is using us 4,000. That is rubbish, isn't it? Right, well, let's change this one over to capital. Pretty sure it still doesn't cost anything. And the finances, that's a little bit better, but not a lot. I might have a little nose around at that and find the best option off camera. I don't need to waste time with you lot talking through that. Honestly though, I don't really know where to start other than letting the hordes take our armies, and then I guess what we want to do is get some horde-based armies, some sacking-based armies, and then go and send those to one city and sack it. We want to take some bigger places if at all possible. So like over here, if we do manage to take Colonia Agrippina here, I want to call it Agrippina over here, then we'll be able to hopefully, we'll see, it's only a large town, it's not very big, so we probably don't want to settle there. We probably just want to sack it, and obviously we'll sack it, it just becomes ours anyway. We actually might get more each time we sack the settlements. So actually, I didn't even think about that. I thought about the hordes, but not us. Yes, of course, if we sack it, we'll just get more troops. So we want to sack every town. Endless. Oh, could we do that endlessly? I suppose it would ruin the population, but right. Well, we've got some experimenting to do, ladies and gentlemen. This could be some good fun. Okay, up here, these ones are all ours to begin with. Let's just leave the troops up here at campus. But actually, we don't really want to leave anyone around. There's no point of leaving them around. Although the Lombardi and the Burgundians are on their way. I don't remember which one's which way round. Lombardi are there. Does that mean the Burgundians are somewhere else? I don't know. I'm not very... It's been a while since I've played on this. Yeah, Lombardi here, Burgundy here. Alright then. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see where we're going to make our first moves. We could bring some troops down to Cotace, but that's going to take forever, isn't it? But I suppose it makes sense to bring these lads down. It might take them an absolute age, but I suppose it makes sense to do that because realistically, what's going to go and attack them? Maybe the Roxolani, but honestly, I don't care. We probably just want to send all these lads in this direction. Yeah, similar problem down here, really. We need some armies to pop up. But actually, one good thing about this is we should get an awful lot more rebels popping up on this compared to the base game. Now, actually, we did have quite a lot of random troops popping up on the base game of Rome. But more importantly, can't even build roads yet. More importantly, yeah, because this game is all about the all about public order. Barbarian Invasion is all about public order. The religion is just the effect of everything. If you've ever played the Western campaign, you've just got to go straight for pick a religion, probably Christianity, but pick a religion and stick with it, and make everything follow that religion straight away. As otherwise you're in big trouble. So we can use that to our advantage, I think. Over here, what do we want to do with these lads? We might actually be able to... We don't want to kill the Franks because they'll just hordes, but do you want to turn the hordes for us? We could make it work for us, I suppose, as well. You know what, let's send these lads down here. Let's see. Next turn we'll see how close we can get over to... What is it over here? Quincum? Is it still a Quincum? It is still a Quincum. Okay, there's quite a big garrison in there actually, but I suppose it is the Danube frontier. Just having a look at the building browser, we are very much back onto the... Yeah, a bit like last time. It's just kind of telling us all sorts of nonsense. Sol Invictus, Mithras and the Christian Shrine. Yet, obviously that's not actually what I can build in these cities. I've got Christian Shrine, I've got the Horse Shrine. Again, that's kind of based on your culture, a bit like it was in Rome. I've got the Healing Shrine over here and the Battleforge Shrine. So I don't know what they're going to go to. I don't really know them well enough. The Battleforge Shrine seems sensible because any troops that pop out of here whenever it gets sacked or anything like that, then at least it will turn to me. So I'm going to go for that. And actually, one thing I am going to do, which I realise is probably a sensible one, I'm going to build some... I'm going to do the same at the Battleforge here, and I'm going to do the same over here because the more regions we get... Quincum is currently pagan. Oh, interesting. If I... Maybe I'll change it to Christian because the more I can get these to be the opposite to what the bordering regions are, the more of an effect we can have on the religion. Because obviously this breakdown of beliefs here is what's going to cause problems for the, well, good things for us, rebels popping up. So the neighbouring regions does have an effect on the religious conversion. So if I can start pumping out some churches around all these pagans, it might just get a little bit more... yeah, they're really cheap as well. It's not like on Medieval 2 where they're 800 a pop and they do your nutting. I can actually build it up here at Campus Frissi. apparently they're not Christian enough, so I won't bother with it there. But I might just be able to just push the numbers a little bit more in my favour that way. Other thing I can do is use the characters themselves, so it might be worth having a look what our characters are. I imagine they're all pagan. He's pagan, he's pagan. So this is chap here, that's pagan as well. So that's actually going to boost that town. Also pagan, yeah, I imagine we are pretty much all going to be pagan. Where's the other chap? Kind of lost him. Where are you, my good friend? Campus Chatty, I already knew about you. I've lost him. You know what? I'm not going to trot around looking for him. But actually, yeah, it is a good point that we can make good use of the religion. So I think the main infrastructure I have been building around the map has been the Christian shrines. Because it hopefully will cause a little bit of a knock-on effect. I'm actually going to queue that up as well because a road would be very useful. I'm just send them down to good taste and good time. But otherwise, you've just got the odd farm. I've got a farm here because, to be honest, this is likely they're just going to sack that. They'll likely just let this stay as mine. Same with Vicars Vandani here. I'm going to do the same sort of thing around here and then build the church afterwards. Because I think, if anything, at least I'll get the farming income for a little while. So it might be worth building the governor's house there because I might just be able to hold on to that for a short time. But with any luck, we could get the troops up here. And maybe actually we could go and push against the Lombardi. Maybe that would be a good plan actually. We'll have a look at Aquincum, but if they don't get an opportunity there, then we're going to swing up to the Lombardi, I think, because we do have a few settlements here. We might just be able to squeeze them early, but I imagine it might be quite difficult because the troops on this are a little bit more developed than on the base game of Rome. So, where am I sitting now? Still losing. Actually, no, I should be up to 4,500. Okay, that's not too bad. Don't really know how that happened, but apparently it did. Get back into the city for now, lads. And Campus Ligas has gone straight away. Says Vicars Vandani. They've sat in. Yes, we've got a few troops there. Campus Frisi under siege, and we've got a new benefactor for Conundumar. Yes, good old Conundumar. He's one of my favourites. Let's see how he fits into the tree then. So yes, he's just been adopted by him. Interesting to see if these lads actually get married, any of them. He is technically faction leader. Interested that given that trait. It does indeed. So that's something at least. It's a little bit of a bonus to do with that. Ah, the Romans are over here. It's just one unit of archers. Give them a poke. Oh, that's good, because that's going to take them away from the city. 3 units in there, we have a chance. I'm not too worried about the Saxons here. They actually haven't built a ram at all. Oh my, sorry, I've just looked at the bottom here. Look at all these beautiful bits of rebellion popping up. Right, well, Romans and the Alemanni instantly are sorted out. Construction reports. We've got a few things built. That's lovely. The hordes have arrived. The Huns. Yeah, obviously our money isn't as good as it looked because we've had a few towns sort of dealt with. The hordes arrive. Vandals. And if it's a report, it's not looking particularly good. How's the finance for next step? -5,000. Yeah, we're just going to be sacking. I don't think there's going to be much of I don't think there's going to be much of an economy on this game. We'll have to see how that goes. Okay, and that's been occupied by the Goths. That is a standard first round play there. Right, let's send these lads around the north then. We will see what happens with Aquincum, because if I can sneak in there, I definitely will. Definitely will be doing that. There's nowhere of any. Isn't like on the on Rome though. On Rome, I had a good selection of. Yeah, I had a good selection of odd cities like Athens, for example, which was decent size, and I could do something with. Whereas in this one, I don't really have that advantage. I'm very much lacking when it comes to that kind of thing. We've got more pagans now, just pumping out pagans at the moment, which is fine. We have actually got Christian building now, though, so interesting that he still became pagan. Wasn't sure if that might have an effect. But yes, well, these are all Christian now, which is lovely. Did they knock it down? I can't actually see. Yeah, it is Christian, so we'll see what kind of effect that has. Let's have a little look at the lads who popped around. These are Gothic Spearmen. They're a good unit, not too bad anyway. We can put it under siege. You know what? Let's just go in this forest and hope they don't notice us and run away. And maybe we have a chance. Who knows? Let's have a pop around the map then. These lads, again, not going to do it by themselves. Just they can't get any further because they're kind of trapped by the movement points. Some Berber hillmen here. Again, nothing particularly useful, but maybe... Ooh, that's a bit more, but it's mainly peasants. Might be able to link up, though. Head into this mountain range. And hopefully... That was a hell of a name on you there, sir. Hijablin al-Halif. Yeah, I'll probably pronounce that better if I could speak any level of Arabic, but there we are. Right, this is a nice opportunity to start us off with. We've still got some money, so let's get these Moorish mercenaries in straight away. Straight into Corduba. One ram only. That shouldn't prevent it have a problem when there's only wooden walls, but we'll see about that. That might yet be an issue. Over here, we have some Lombard archers. Remind me of they're kind of basic-ish. Long range, though. Yeah, no, they're not too shabby, are they, actually? Oh, again, they're just... I forgot just how weak a lot of these settlements are. Again, 2 units, but against 1, never know. We'll have a pop. We will have a pop for sure. What else is there? We've already looked at those chaps. There are some over here. Ooh, not too bad. Some Goth Raiders. Again, long-range missiles. 9 missile attack. Not too shabby. Again, let's send these lads in this direction. Send them into the forest. Just so that I can hopefully hide out just a little bit. Let's see what we got then from the sacking. We got some Steppe Raiders. Not too bad. Nothing too much. But hopefully we won't get attacked. I can't remember. I think withdrawing kills you, but I can't remember if it's more like Roman medieval in that sense. I have to see about that. I've actually left the town because there's nothing. Come and sack me, please. Actually, yeah, do it after this turn because I've got the land clearance done. Roads down here. That's lovely. Take the road down to Cotace. I haven't pounced on it straight away. Let's get some more herdsmen just in case. But we'll send the other lads out because I don't really want to lose them. But we'll get those herdsmen nonetheless. Agni, there we are. Experience the troops are going up there. It's just what we want. And over here, is there any sight of any Romans or Sassanids? There are not. So we'll just get these lads moving further in this direction. Petra, can you build a road? No, you haven't got a governor's house. Honestly, it's not worth it down there, lads. We're not going to have a lot. Alright, so just a few units in that first turn popping up. But certainly a few opportunities here. Cordoba and, yeah, Saquatan here. Berdigala. Yes. Right, let's deal with these archers then. We got 3 archers and 3 cav. We're just going to charge into them, to be honest. Be nice and simple. Unfortunately, they are in a forest, which is slightly irritating. But, you know, it's not the end of the world. When you all in loose, I want you in loose. Thank you. I suppose they're too near the edge of the map. I'm in loose just in case they do get caught in the arrow fire. And to be honest, the cav will just be able to charge. They are actually pretty close. Okie pokey. Right, well, we'll just slowly walk towards them. And actually, you know what, lads? You stay back because these guys will heal up. You won't. So we'll just stop the archers advancing for now. I wish we were on. Yes. I wish we were on the Warhammer version where we could actually, like, you know, see through these trees. Oh, this is quite a nice, pretty view right now. Romans running away. It's always a good sign. Yes. Come on, this is pathetic charge. Get on with it, lads. And they are ploughed. Plough, plough, plough. Plough, plough, plough. Chop, chop, chop. And run through them because that often panics them and makes them rout. Come on. Anytime you want to rout, lads. There we go. That was easy, wasn't it, lads? Perfect. Just what we want at the start. Nice, easy first engagement with the Romans. That's 1 unit down. They would have been quite a lot more annoying inside the city, so quite pleased about that. No one died. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. Didn't technically gain the experience, but at least it was an early pop. Right. Into Colonia Agrippina. I don't know which side is the best to attack from. So we're just going to attack from the north. 3 units and then including a general, but with 3, well, with spearmen and a few hunters here, we should be okay. If it's not a huge city, we might just shoot them from the wall. No, these aren't long range, are they? No, they're not. So we probably won't be able to do that. Oh, he's got himself a runner, +1 command. That's lovely. He's pretty old. I think I'm honestly going to pass that retinue. And I'll pass it on to your mate here, but I'll pass it back before the battle next time. Yeah, just to be sure. Just to be sure. Okay, let's end our turn and see what happens. We've been ambushed. They knew nothing of it. Well, let's head in. Let's see what we can do. I didn't really want to ambush them. I kind of forgot that this activate. I do this every time. I try and hide them, and then we just ambush them, and then we die. Right, they're over here. Limitane, yes! Everyone loves to kill Limitane. They're so incredibly pathetic. Right, where's the best place to be attacking from? This is slightly up a hill. So I guess we want to be this sort of a position, I guess. Let's go. Straight into the Limitane. Also known as rout fodder. Technical term there. Oh, into the peasants then, apparently. Into the peasants. Pitchfork peasants here. Oh, we're getting javelins, but it's supposed to do a bit of damage to them as well, but it's not ideal, really. Shaken. Hold your ground, lads. Hold your ground. Don't waver. You're fine. It's only peasants and Limitane, which you've killed none of so far. Honestly, this... Yeah. We're still wavering. We should really have steadied by now. Definitely should have steadied. Let's just speed this up. This is more like medieval battle right now, where it's a bit more slow and chunky. Still wavering. No, they're broken. That wasn't a particularly good engagement, was it? No, it wasn't. Oh well, there wasn't really a lot we could do there. I suspect the auto resolve might have done just as much. Oh well, bit of a quick pop that. All right, we'll take him because honestly, why wouldn't you? Ooh, oh, it's peasants. That's slightly sad. But I'm going to swing him round the north because that means we can get these troops here. We're actually getting a decent force up here. So since the Romans are ceasefire, that's bad news because it means that they are more likely to be sending their troops towards me. Minus, is that a speck on the screen? Yep, no, that is minus. Wasn't sure if that was just a speck on the screen. I'm not used to my minus money anymore. I suppose I should be playing medieval rebel campaign. Yeah, this might be more like medieval where we don't have the money. We just don't have enough territory, to be honest, do we? But he's got 1 experience. Lovely. Those herdsmen are a terrible unit, by the way, just so you know. They're literally only good for running down dead, fleeing units. They can literally do nothing at all. Plundered! This has been plundered, which just means more troops. Which means more debt, actually. And this is the other problem with finance, I suppose, is that because you get all these sackings happening, it does mean that... Ooh, but it's not worse. Oh, okay. Yeah, because you get all these sackings, it kind of means you can't control your money. I mean, on the Rome campaign, I've kind of been able to control money to some extent because whilst I've just been pumping out armies, I've still had a proper economy of some sort. I've had a base of an empire. But on this, I don't think that's going to happen so much. At least for a while, it's going to be pretty anarchic. I'll see what I can do in terms of taking Rome or taking some of the Roman territory even, because some of these are looking a little bit wibbly, aren't they? On that note, they're just queuing up to take Campus Frizzy. I'm not sure why they haven't just gone in. Still no equipment. 4 turns. 4 turns till surrender. We could actually come back. Oh, they've got reinforcements. That's not too much of a problem because we can take them out before they get into the city. Report. Campus Alani has itself a church and Samatai has itself some their farms. Okay, that's not too bad. At least we managed to get a few things built before everything fell apart. Is this going to be enough to take Carthage? Very unlikely, I would suggest. So that's just the Africa region. Just all this. It's just a few huge regions on this, isn't it? We might as well just have a swing over in that direction, see what's there. We'll probably get some other rebels come up in between time. Okay, any more random ones popped up? Yes, actually, but we might want to swing past Syra. Maybe we didn't want to swing. Oh well, it's not the end of the world, is it? You lads get over there. You lads go and join them on the bridge. They can at least hold out on that bridge. A couple infantry and a couple archers is actually a good start in terms of that. Can we use a couple of these? Oh, we've actually got a warlord here. That's not too shabby. Oh, their army is there. Interesting. Just going to leave some peasants in there, but I'm going to send the rest of the army around. Don't really want them to attack me. Hopefully they won't spot me around there. A Quinkum, how are you looking? Yes, it is revolting. That is good, that is good. They haven't got their army in, which means it's revolting. Anyone in there? I mean, I know there are troops around, but might as well give it a poke. Why not? Why not indeed? We'll just cause them some more trouble, to be honest. It'll cause a bit of unrest and all that kind of business. Okay, we've got a few cities to go and jump into here. This actually, if we use our archers correctly and our javelins correctly, we should be able to win this, but we could have some problems. So we're going to head in... Oh no, haven't built the ram yet. Oh, well, we're not going to head in there. We're going to head into Corduba, which is a little bit easier because we actually have a ram. Archers and one leader. Oh yeah, this guy's service flavour is actually one of the half decent ones, actually, as they go, relatively speaking. Kind of a bit wasted in Spain. If you play it, you definitely want to make better use of him than they are right now. Fairly loyal, which is kind of important on this as well. He's got a famous courtesan. Well, aren't you living the high life over there? Right, let's head in here and let's do a Corduba. Yeah, these walls are way too basic for them to be smashing up our ram with fire. I think we're going to be perfectly fine in here. Let's see, Veterinaria. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, you do see this sometime on Rome. It hasn't actually happened much on my campaign. Sometimes the generals are obviously random units, but it's normally still cavalry. Wow, he's just a unit of Veterinarii. Very interesting. Hopefully he can move like a horse. Can he move like a horse, sir? No, he can't move like a horse. Well, he's still agile. I wasn't expecting that. It's a bit random. Oh well. Right, it's not hugely surprising, but here are some of those herdsmen. This is how much they hate each other and their neighbouring farms. By the way, that they can't even stand near each other when they're supposed to be an army. It's pathetic. They are honestly only good for chasing down units. I suppose that is something, isn't it? Right, let's head in. They haven't even put the archers at the gate. They actually put the archers on the plaza. Not sure that's good or not, actually. Depends if we can catch the general out later or not. Might as well have ourselves a little bit of a tour of the city while we're here. So, attempt to Mithras. Not too shabby. I do like, they did put some interesting new buildings into Barbarian Invasion. Obviously, most of it looks very similar, but they have slightly changed it up. This is a slightly different kind of building style. This yellow one here, just one of the random general house buildings. Otherwise, they're quite similar. Oh, got yeah, I don't remember seeing these ones in there. One might be mistaken on that. But yeah, it's just got some slight changes. We've got some Tudor England over here. It's marvellous. What else have we got? Trader. Oh yeah, we've got a battle going on. That's what's happening. Oh, I'm still not interested. Ooh, gorgeous little garden here. How lovely. Who is this supposed to be? Let's pretend it's Hercules of a rubbish club. They've kind of forgotten what the gods are really like by this time anyway. It's glitching a little bit, but ignore the glitching. That's just the sheer power of the god right there. Right, how's the gate getting on? 34. Well, a bit more time for a tour. Plaza's quite small. Nothing much going on. Governor's Villa. Yeah, it's a bit small here, isn't it? It's nothing too fancy, but might as well smash this town down. I went to Corduba once. It was probably on fire, I think is the best way to describe it. So ridiculously hot that day. Stifling is probably the right word for it. As with the Roman cities, there's still an awkward little bit around the corner here. To be honest, I should probably bring up the rest of my infantry, seeing as the archers aren't here, because they might react once the gate goes. Yeah, let's get these guys running forward. They can walk. Walk-ins. Really look at these Moorish mercenaries that I hired actually. 7 for 16. Honestly, I probably wouldn't have needed. I wouldn't have hired them for this normally, but I was about to run out of money, so it kind of made sense to. They're not too bad actually. They're quite nice light cavalry. They're very fast moving. I do find the May charge about orders very annoying, but I think all the Berber units have that, so I think you're kind of stuck with it, unfortunately. So let's get our Roman legionaries into the city then. General in behind. In a way it's quite nice actually, because he's got himself the javelin, which is quite useful in all fairness. Herdsman, just get in, honestly, you're just stupid. Right, unfortunately they are keeping their archers very close to their general, which means I can't kind of pick them off with some cav. I don't think I can anyway. I don't mind giving it a pop if I can, but as long as they're not shooting I'm quite happy. You might as well get throwing, lads, as soon as you can. And general, yep, all infantry on guard. Right, lads, can you actually swing yourselves out here? Get in behind. Yeah, the herdsman coming around here would have actually been really useful, actually, it turns out. Can these lads do what I've asked them to? Get around the back. Come around the back, lads. Come on. Oh, just swing in, just swing in. Those of you who are behind, get in behind. Chunking him away. He's actually pretty exposed right now. We are losing a lot of men. Alright, the herdsmen are coming round. They might be good for something. At least stop this arrow fire. Okay, right. He is getting chunked down a little bit. No, he isn't at all. He's still fighting hugely big here. Hugely big fighting. That is good English right there. Oh, okay. Come on, herdsmen. Herdsmen, into the archers. Honestly, I have no idea. They're probably worse. Oh, 256. They found the one unit that's worse than them. Well done, lads. And pull back out. And charge in again. And we want you to really get charged into this general in a moment. Yep. Honestly, just throw your javelins in, lads. And pull back out. Yep, they're routing. Right, get on them very quickly. Finish them off. We are defending alright on the other side, but I need you to go and kill them. Kill them! And they're no longer routing. Right, all infantry. Can you just throw those javelins in, please? And we'll try and pin them down. You get back into the fight. That's fine. Right. Herdsman. Back over there. General's running away. General is running away. Right. Pin him in. We've got him. Not quite. Yes, there he is. He's gone. He is gone. Okay. We've lost probably about one full unit here, but not too bad. Not too bad at all. They unfortunately won't be able to rout at this point because they are slightly on the plaza. Can the herdsman maybe get over here, please? Just go through them. All infantry start to run at them, and the Berber lads just really get in now. Right, if these lads can get over here as well, we can hopefully push them off the plaza by attacking them from this side. That would be a good plan, I think, if they actually get on with it. As long as they're not shooting, I'm actually not too worried about what we're doing. Right, push them off. Should be able to start chunking them away and pushing them off the plaza at this point. Don't really want to get the cavalry wasted here, though. These guys are so big in terms of the amount of space used. Why I don't use huge unit scale, by the way, people, I forgot. And that tends to happen when I do this. We'll just let the infantry chunk them down at this point. Honestly, there's no point in losing perfectly good cav. We will get the odd charge in though. Oh, don't throw javelins at our own men. Careful with those. Off the javelins at this point, lads. Your infantry. Just do your infantry thing. Come on. First Roman city to go down then. We're going to go and deal with Corduba. Corduba will be sorted. It'll be one of ours. We'll see how long that lasts as one of ours. Honestly, these herdsmen are just so bad. They've done an alright job against the archers. Just kind of kept them busy, which is the main thing. But to be honest, if I'd sent them round, I think the general would have been lured into us. Let's end right here then. 111 kills, 157. Not too bad when you're taking out a general within a town. Could have been cleaner, but honestly, anything could happen with a general. You never know. So there we are. Ooh. Is it even worth... Oh, so I can't actually sack. Okay, because I'm not horde. I can't sack any city I take. That is fair enough. That would be completely semi-cheaty, I guess. Do I want to... It's not particularly big, so enslave it's about 5,000-ish. Is it worth at this level of money to be exterminating? I'm not sure it is. But to be fair, what else is around? I don't think they have a lot of troops over here. Don't think they do at all. Let's exterminate for now. It's not so small that it's ridiculously low. Okay, Stirred and Pagan. Can I cause a bit more problem by changing that Mithras stat? Oh, I don't have the money, do I? That's a problem, isn't it? Yeah, we can't do any more. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. Over here, I'm not sure why we can see Carthago Nova, but I'm just gonna go and run up to the next one. Why not? I don't really care if they take it back. It'll probably flip away from them. Oh no, that's a good point. I probably shouldn't exterminate because then the populations are lower and they're less likely to rebel in future. That's something worth bearing in mind. But I suppose right at this very second it might be worth just getting a little bit of money in. Okay, to finish us off then, I think this is probably about the only other thing we need to do. Other lads are just moving around at this point, aren't they? Yeah, just moving troops around. Otherwise, nothing too big and exciting happening. Okay, yes, absolutely. So we will take ourselves up to Colonia Agrippina. Another good early scalp, I think. So let's remind ourselves what we've got to do here. A bit of a tougher battle. We've got Nero Flavius. Oh, he's got some good command on him. It's worth bearing that in mind. Plus the infantry commands. Strategist. Doubtful loyalties. Oh, come on, mate. Join us. Corrupt and doubtful loyalties. He's asking for... He's still got 4 loyalty, though. Night Fighter. Oh, yeah, we can night fight on Barbarian Invasion. Yeah, as I said earlier, there's so many features that they tried out in this game. We'll definitely be looking at exploring those as we play this. So, Limitane into Foderati infantry. Yeah, those little Barbarian infantry are all right, actually, but we can meet them as we come in the battlefield. So, we want to head to our right of the town and just go meet those at the start. Let's hit it. So, we've got a similar kind of approach to the last city. In fact, it's exactly the same approach. We've got the same position here from the north, shrine to Mithras there, but a less impressive one, actually, down in Corduba. But I do like those buildings. They're quite cute, aren't they? Not too shabby. Actually, this is a perfect position for our army, because we can get our spearmen blocking here, and we can get our archers with a nice shot into the plaza. So that's a pretty good position for us here. And yeah, we can kind of set a trap perfectly well there. We can send around one of the other generals to sweep around the side. Perfect. But in the meantime, while we set those rams over there, we want to actually first of all head out in this direction, where around about here we're going to meet the reinforcement army. So just put down your rams, lad. Put down the rams, and let's set up our archers over here. So they don't have a great range on them, remember, but tiny force. But we are going to make use of them, and we've got all the cav here. It's only Limitane, remember. Limitane are absolutely terrible, as we know. Oh, they are right there indeed. Okay, I didn't realise we were pinning them this tightly in. Perfect, that suits me. So we should be able to get some shots away almost instantly, actually. Should really work for us. Here they are, straight on the map, and straight away get shooting, lads. Oof. Yes. Okay, send these cav out. You shoot them in the side, you shoot them in the side. And you retreat. Oh, yeah, they are throwing in some javelins. We've got to be wary of that. It can cause some problems. And smash into the side of them. And smash into the back of the Limitani. They are instantly routing. What did I say? This is only actually some mercenary, but yeah, Federati. It's not even anything particularly good. Right, everyone gets shooting on them. We're going to mop up these lads. These Limitani haven't fled just yet, but they can't be far away. Sweep up these guys. Get them sorted out. Lovely, lovely stuff. Can we actually turn to fire arrows at this point? Let's get these lads dealt with nice and quickly. Perfect. General, can you go and sweep up those lads? So they have a general just to slam into the back. They'll probably rout before we even hit him. Here come the fire. And pull out. And the next volley should be coming in now. Perfect. Line them back up again. Panicked by the fire. Get the flanking manoeuvre. Still not quite broken. Yeah, these are special Limitani. They're not Limitani at all. Oh, whatever, whatever. Let's go and kill them. Just charge in, lads. And they're gone. They are gone. Right, archers. Just start plodding in that direction so that you don't kill anyone.
The enemy's hearts are full of fear and now they flee.
Let's go and take those 10 Limitani out, lads. That'd be lovely. You're supposed to be killing them. I don't mind if you leave like 2 that can like cause a later rout, but can we turn these guys off, please? Just slowly start walking in that direction. They literally opened the gate for us. Their Limitani might throw a javelin here at this point actually, so let's pull out. Okay, very nice. Charge in, lads. Sweep these guys up. Right, I'll see you when I get back outside the gates with the rams. Okay, the gate's kind of opening for me. I'm kind of tempted just to slam into these guys and see what happens.
Great gods! Our soldiers have done well this day. The walls are taken.
Wow, they're just running back to their plaza. It's quite funny. We've actually got this gate, so we might as well come in here, lads. No point in you going the long way in. We might as well come in over here. Much better. We'll be much less tired this way. Slay them properly, lads. They are spearmen, so don't stand in there too long, lads. Okay. Right, let's get some of these other chaps in here. Oh, he took a bad hit there. He took a bad hit there. They will not be happy about the flanking here. Get these guys out of here. We are taking on spearmen. We shouldn't really be doing that. Okie dokie. Let's get all the other lads into the city, please. Just everyone come in here. Massive charge in on the Limitane, and they are gone. They're gone. Lovely. I don't know why they're not trying to defend them here, but they are not. That kind of works for me, though. Works for me very well. So what do they have left in here? One more unit of Limitane, who are obviously complete trash, and they have the Imperial General. That's fine. That is fine. We're going to swing around to the other little side plaza over here. That's going to be a much better way for us to deal with them. Now, I do have 2 generals here. This guy, though, is definitely taken some hits, so I don't really want to use him anymore unless I really just need a charge. Here's the trap then. The Federati infantry sitting here around this sort of area. Just so we can kind of get a bit of an angle, don't get charged too directly. General's over there. He's about to take 3 units at the same time shooting in the back of him. Hopefully then they'll get caught by those spearmen. We'll slam him with our heavy cavalry. And hopefully that's a good bit of damage. We've got his attention. We're on defend. Lovely. And what we can do... Yep, get the charge in. Bit of help there by the general swinging back out. That's a different general. That's the original general from the other army we've already killed. Where is our general actually in this pile, or is he that stupid one that's still there? He's not the stupid one. That's fine. Where is he in it? He's over on the left, so he should be alright if we charge back in. Blow the horn, so he stays back. Lovely little classic trick of Total War there. I do have some cavalry over here. It's ready to swing around the corner if I need it. I don't feel like I need it right now, but we're doing alright in this. I will actually probably just tell him to swing by. Just be careful with my general with regards to this. Hopefully he won't die, but you never know. Sometimes you get unlucky. Yeah, that's the other general again. Right, this guy, charge yourself in too. Archers, start shooting at those Limitani back there. Yep, he's routing. He's not happy. Oh, he flew into the side of the house. That looked really painful. Beautiful. Actually, we didn't lose very much there. Did not lose very much at all. Perfect. Right, pull yourselves back. Wow. Smashed his skull into the house. That's just beautiful. Right, guys, you just fire at will. Fire at will at this point. I honestly don't mind. Let's go on to press delete and we'll go on to arrow cam. Woohoo! Oh, you're aiming at that guy. Right, I did say shoot who you want, but I kind of mean not that lad. Right, again, let's try this one more time, archers. Right, we need to kill that man because he's just living forever. Right, get all of my archers, please. I need to go off this stupid mode. Right, shoot those Limitane, and I'm going to go and charge into that Limitane. Thank you very much. You've caused me a lot of problems, Steve. Yeah, you run, Steve. Death will come to those who are Steve. Oh, no. Yes, we killed him. Alright, that was just their general. Good. I've got a few javelins in from the Limitane on us there. He was just annoying me. He's dead now. This is good. Oh, that was a good throw. Why don't you throw it at me normally then? I'm actually not getting very many good shots in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send some of them around the side. So I'll speed this up. And I'll get back to you very soon, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, they've left the plaza. They have left the plaza. Interesting decision. Not quite sure why they've left the plaza, but we'll ship some fire arrows into them. Let them get pinned. And actually, I've just started sending the cavalry round on their little mission here, so kind of works for me. Let's get them round and about. Where are they anyway? You should be around here somewhere, lads. No, archers are supposed to be going this way. Limitane, what are you doing? You're going to die. That's what you'll be doing. Don't know what they're doing at all, do they? Standard Limitane, really. Shoot them in the back, lads. I'm just going to charge them this time. Come on, get a bit closer for me. And it's over. I'm just going to end it. Honestly, it's taken way too long. I don't really want to take any extra losses here. I'm going to be careful right at the start. There we are, Adolf. I think we did that very, very efficiently, actually. That could have been very dangerous, but some good work there. Very tidy trap laid on the general in the city there then. We did a pretty good job, all things considered. But I am actually going to send this army back over to this bridge here, because I think the Saxons are a fairly good little target, because they're not one of the horde factions. So we can take them out and kind of secure this kind of corner of the map. So it'd be nice to not lose this. They're not actually besieging it yet. They are besieging it, you can clearly tell. They haven't got any siege equipment yet, I should say. Hopefully the Franks will just kind of, royally sod off back in the direction of Vicus Franci. And yeah, we're going to poke back and try and deal with them. We do actually have quite a few generals popping up here. I feel like we're going to be getting them every turn. That seems to be what's happening. Well, it does seem to happen a lot on the Rebel campaign, so hopefully that will continue. We are getting them straight away this time, unlike on the core game Rome. So we're going to see, for now, I think we're going to put them onto this bridge. Saxon Assassin. Hopefully he doesn't take one of us out. Hopefully seeing him prevents that. He's got one anyway. Yeah, so I think trying to take out the Saxons might be a good next position for us. Honestly, the Romans take this. It's not the end of the world. Maybe we can destroy some of their infrastructure. Let's do that. Let's destroy some of their infrastructure. Let's make life a little bit difficult for them. We'll leave the shrine to Mithras, shall we? Shall we? Nah, we'll destroy that too. Gives us a bit of money, kind of knocks this town back a little bit. The Romans will take it back soon, but they'll have to do a little bit more to build it back up, so that'll be fun. That might be a mistake, but you know what, I don't care. So, next time then, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try and clear off the Saxons. We're going to see what other random troops pop around the map, because I think, having just taken Corduba, Carthagonova looks kind of, ready for ripe for the taking, actually. And there might be some other ones. We've got Mediolanum under siege as well. So, I mean, that one will be slightly ridiculous, but you never know. You never know what could happen. But that will all be happening next time, ladies and gentlemen. For now, I will leave you. This has been the start of my Barbarian Invasion Rebel campaign. This will be a new little series here on the channel. Obviously, I'm nearly done with the other two, so this will pretty much take their place. But it's just going to start just before they finish. So, I'm Thomas, this is Tenacious Human, and I've been playing Barbarian Invasion from the Total War Rebel campaigns. Thank you, and good night. Death and violence will come to you. This is a beautiful, beautiful town, by the way, guys. Let's go and smash it up. Dum tum ti 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 ti. How did you die? What is happening to my men? Steve! He was the one man who tried!